little scared. It's making that knocking noise. First thing you should do is disconnect the battery, but since this is not electrical, I'm just gonna continue with this. So these are 8mm sockets, so you gotta get yourself an 8. I got that disengaged. Got to get a 10 or a 12. What is that? I remember I changed this up. I think that's a 10. I have to remove this. I have that 10mm socket. I'm going to remove the battery too. Disconnect the negative. Let's put this over here. Okay, that should be broken loose. Let's go ahead and loosen up more. Should really be loose now. Start disconnecting your electronics. That's when you disconnect your battery. And yeah, just all the electronics, just disconnect them. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get my pliers. All right, I'm short, so I had to get a chair. Let's go ahead and disconnect these. I'm gonna have to put that over here. Looks like it doesn't want to cooperate. You gotta be careful with the control strength, because as soon as you get loose, and if you overshoot it, you hit something and it fucking hurts. So you get all these dings and dinks in your body. All right, that's loose. This has to come loose. This has to come loose. These have to come loose. Yeah. This is gonna have to come loose. Last time I pulled this one apart and it ripped on me. So I wonder if I should just wiggle it first. That's because it was old. Nah, it's because it was old. Okay, to get that removed. So it was getting loose. Just compress that one all the way. Guess that was on me. I loosened that up. Okay. I think I got all the hoses that I need to do. I'm trying to think if I got another. I got one more. No, that's it. So I just tuck this in on the back. Okay. At this point, I should be ready to remove the air intake hose. I think that's going to disconnect. That's also disconnected. Yes. Okay. These are 10, huh? Yeah, they're a 10. This is 12. So to say, you should always break the nuts loose first with a socket wrench. It Should come loose, the throttle body. I'm just gonna put it to the wayside. I see one more connection I gotta do. All right. Gosh. I like to leave the bolts and nuts back in the home spaces. Now let's remove the, I think it's called a platinum air take, I don't know. Pendulum, something like that, I don't know.
Yeah, let's break these loose first. I think there's a certain way to remove these first. I'm just gonna go around.
I'm gonna do my best to try to do like a star formation.
Make sure they're all loosened up.
Did I miss this one? No, did I? Maybe I didn't. Loosened it all the way. You should be pretty easy to remove now. Alright. Let's get this cover removed. Try to damage it. Gotta be espionage level.
Alright. What are these? What are these? Pens? Not Nintendo. What is that, 12? What are those? What are those? Too big, right? It's too big, isn't it?
Alright, once you get your 12mm socket, you're gonna come around and what the? Whoa! I snapped this. Fuck. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I heard an audible snap when I was tightening the nut on that stud. It's supposed to look like this, you see? Fuck this, that means I over torqued it and snapped that shit. Good thing I didn't kept going. Would have completely broke it. Still kind of hold some tensile force, but shit. Should I break it off? Because the worst thing's shit. Anyways, nothing but to do but move forward. Move forward. Okay, it's all loosened up. Now I'm gonna come around with my power tool and bring them up. Okay, let's get these nuts first. This is an overview. Let's get these nuts. I'll drop them. Okay, all the nuts and bolts. Nuts and bolts have been removed. I want to plug the, what is that called? The EGR or something like that? I don't know. EGR. Got that removed. Got that removed. And I think I'm ready to pull everything. All right, one more connection. I think that's everything. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna step down from my little booster chair. Now I'm gonna, let's see if my arm workouts have been kicking in. I'm gonna pull this out as gently as I can before I'm just making myself a clean space. I don't know if I want to grab it here. Does it feel sturdy? Does it feel sturdy? Probably not. Damn, that was smooth. Now that that's been removed, we gotta remove this gasket and spacer and gasket again. Just gonna remove it anyways. Alright, what I wanna do now is just tape it up. They say it's trouble if you get shit down here. Oh, almost lost my footing. Oh, that's taped up. We're gonna go ahead and move along. What you want to do now is disconnect your spark plugs. Well, you can do that last, but I'm just gonna do that right now. Spark plugs are disconnected. That's a 12. I can't remove these oxygen sensors on this side, so I just remove the bracket that holds it in place so you get more extra slack. Okay, what else do I have? Break loose these, get yourself a hex. Son of a bitch. Wait, 2 hands on that. All right, this was a little tricky. Oh, God, dude. Press the fan in. Can I go? I don't remember tightening these hard. It's been removed. Remove your dipstick. They should be able to wiggle out of place. I forgot what these are. 10s. These are 10s. Now let's go ahead and remove these. Break that loose. Break that loose. Now that you got them all loosened up, I'm just gonna come in with my power tool. This should be, yeah, able to just come out. Okay, finally, I'm able to remove this side. This side is, should be good to take off. Push this to the waist side as much as I can. All right. slowly push up or pull up. Grand review. Okay, where I'm at, this is part of the engine that I finished cleaning, and it's a little frustrating because these tube seals were very difficult to remove and very difficult to put on too. And it's frustrating most of all is that I did it in backwards. I put the sons of bitches in backwards. So some of these are been jeopardized. Anyways, it's all about moving forward, I guess, from here. Other than that, it's all coming together. Did the valve adjustments. Just time I want to close this up already so I can conclude this project. All right, just a quick update on those tube seals. Let me get those in the right way. All right, got this side all done. All the bolts are ready and to be placed back in. Put some gasket maker on some of these tube seals since I cracked it when I was putting them in with the hammer and the socket. And so I don't like that. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's pieces there. All right, time to put it back on the engine and the back. I'm gonna take out this one. All right, what are we gonna do here now? Since I have these tube seals removed, this is the last one I'm gonna do since it's a twin. I'm leaving this one in place because I fucked up one of them pretty bad, one of the new ones, and let's just say this one's better. Now, I really wish I would have come up with using this beforehand. I completely just said fuck the new one that was gonna use for that one. So anyways, it's staying in place. At least I have a reference to how flush it should be. Yeah, I need to get this further cleaned out. And some Q-tips. Use some alcohol. Just give it a rim job. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead and sand down, preferably with 800 or 1000 grit paper, but 600 is the highest I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and just sand down those indentations that I used, that I had caused myself because I put a flathead like screwdriver in there, and I just kind of like wedged it out to get this out. All right, let's go ahead and sand it. Clean it with rubbing alcohol. Just go ahead and squeak it clean. I'm gonna go ahead and do this side. Again, squeaky clean. I did this better with my right hand. I'm not dominant with this hand, and it got nerfed. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over. Oh, alright, get the hell out of my way. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put the camera now. I'm really gonna get into it. I'm gonna multiply the squeakiness by 2. Maybe I'll get a tripod. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can't see it, but you can hear it. Okay, that might have been my toot, but I'm just kidding. All right, so again, what I'm doing, I'm using Q-tips. Last time I only used 2, but look how dirty that gets. So you just go ahead and just move it around town, and it should be pretty dang clean. Then you can put your gasket. We'll get that on over there with the fucking focus. All right. All right, here's a quick rundown on what I'm doing. I got this one in place. How did I do that? This is what I recommend, or this is what I did. Get some PB Blaster, spray it around here, and then get like a cotton swab and a Q-tip to like move it around. And then you can really see the difference of material from old to new. I wish I could replace this one, but I'm a noob. Anyways, I have this refrigerated in the freezer. That way you can shrink under thermodynamics. And then I'm using this socket. It's a 30 millimeter. Might need a little bigger one. 32 probably might be recommended, but this is what I got. And I'm just kind of just hammering it in like that. Just boom, boom, boom with the hammer. That's why it's all banged up right here. I'm gonna do this quickly, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some lubrication on it and get this tube seal out of the freezer and hammer it in. I'm gonna try to do it quickly because it's gonna warm up. It's like 91 degrees right now. It's the middle of the summer in California. In the valley, it's hot. It was like 102 degrees earlier. All right, quickly, I forgot to mention, put some PB Blaster on this circumference of this tube seal, and then just go ahead and quickly slip it in place. It's not gonna be perfect, but it should be a really tight fucking squeeze. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down, and I'm trying to push this in much as I can with my hand, and then I'm gonna hammer it away. All right, here it is. This is how you do it. You just get the socket, get it around the circumference of this tube seal, and you just kind of work around it. Hit it around. Go clockwise, counterclockwise, whatever fucking flows your boat. You gotta go aggressive. You gotta hit that shit hella hard. And if you rip it, fuck yeah, gasket maker. Okay, what you want to do is clean one more time before you put the gaskets. Clean off that final gasket, I mean. Clean off the PB Blaster off here. Cleaning off the holes right now. It's good to go. Okay, it's done. Just about as clean as it's gonna get. Before and after. Should be a notable difference. It's pretty flush. A lot better than my first take, for sure. This last one was my best one. That's naturally a learning curve to everything. All right, let's put this bad boy back together. Let's get that gasket in play. Okay, what I decided to do to reinforce this old one, this is a Mickey Mouse, I don't recommend it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add a layer of this using a Q-tip, a superficial layer over this tube seal. These two don't need it, but wherever there's little dents, I'll put it, and cracks. But I don't think I got any cracks. They're pretty good. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put that last. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. All right, it has been done. Covered up the cavities. The OEM gasket had a flatter, more coverage, so I'm just reinforcing it with this. Added my layer. Should cure in 90 minutes. And then we should be good. Okay, this is how I've entered these. I've seen somebody use some very forceful tactics that can jeopardize the integrity of the seal, so this is how I recommend doing it. Let's put it in here from this end, not from the head. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth. Just wiggle it back and forth. And then it should latch on. There it is. Alright, because you don't want to overly stretch this. Right there. Just go and just do these. Alright, that one was Alright, time to put these back on. Everything's all prepped and cleaned and ready to go. Alright, should be easy peasy from here. Got it all cleaned up. Back there too. I'm gonna start with this one first and then we'll put that one. This side has been placed back on. Time to do the next, but before I do, let's go ahead and just put the dipstick back in. Alright. It's looking good. Time to put dielectric grease on these coil boots. Don't put it in the coil itself. I was a rookie and I did that. That's what happens when you do this shit on your own. You gotta approach a higher learning curve, but whatever. Good thing we have AI. And so all of these are coated with a little bit of silicone, so when it makes contact with the ceramic spark plug, it should give it that extra layer of protection. I'm putting these on now. Here's the setup. They're right there. Having trouble with that one, but I'll get that one in right now. The fan's in the way. Okay, just finished cleaning the mating surface to now start applying these gaskets. There's 2 of these. We're gonna go ahead and put that spacer block more or less clean. I'm gonna give it a finer clean job right now. But I applied this first one, then I'm gonna put the block, the spacer, and then another gasket. So it's all coming together, guys. Alright, this mating surface is as clean as it's gonna get. Clean on both sides and a little bit on the inside. Alright, let's put it in play. Should just slip in. I think I got it wrong. Okay. I think that's how we do it. Alright. That's pretty satisfying. Let's get the next gasket. Okay. I'm always putting this shit in backwards, bro. Okay. I think that's finding out. What the? I had it right the first time. Oh, wait a minute. Tripping. I'm tripping here. Is this not like that, right? No. Like that. I had to flip it, I think. Yeah. Okay. Sure, those 2 are lined up. A little tricky, but it's pretty simple. Probably easier with 2 hands, but okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and seat that place further in, and I'm gonna put the camera down. All right, that's pretty much good. Let's go ahead and get the lungs back in place. The air intake manifold. Okay, I just finished cleaning the throttle body's gasket mating surface, and I applied a new one. I removed the old. It's all broken up over here. I'm not sure if it was good or bad, but it was brittle. This one's more like flexible and it's like fabric, and it's newer, so why not? Making sure no leaks are gonna be no more. Hopefully, let's get this in place. I'm gonna flip upside down and mate it to the over here. The engine should be good to go. I was thinking about replacing these guys' gaskets, but I'm not sure what this is for, so I'm just gonna leave it. Alright, how the fuck? Had to remove the cover so I can see where the bolt goes in. Maybe it wasn't necessary, but that helped me out. Give me confidence. I think it's in. I gotta torque this down with the bolts. All right, it's looking solid. go ahead and get this fastened in place. Okay, the mating surface is cleaned. Time to install these bolts. This is also cleaned. Ready to finish this up, guys. Let's go ahead and get these torqued down. Put these in place. All right, just about all of them are in. This is the last one. Just kind of put them in by hand first. Make sure it bites in perfectly. All right, it's in there. I'm gonna go ahead and use my tool now to ratchet them into place. All right, time for the last mating surface. I'm gonna apply this new seal. I don't like it that it's a little warped, but I think it should be fine since it's not terribly warped. Put it like that. Now should I put it like this or like that? I think it goes like that. Yeah. It's a little bit of it's a little twisted. So am I, aren't we all? Aren't we all a little twisted? All right. Thinking about applying some gasket maker here. Let me compare this to the original, and I'll put gasket maker on the part that needs it. So the original is like this. So it goes like that. And interesting. This is not the same. These margins right here are covered on this end. I'm juxtaposing these, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but here's an overlap. It's different. It's covered right here, but these are just like openings. Does it matter? Since this is the air intake, I don't think it matters too much. It should be fine. Just gonna slap it on there because this isn't going anything. Look, you see this metal mating outline? There's none counterpart for this right here, so I'm not gonna trip about it. Fuck it. Oh, come on. Same place. Now, why do some people put gasket maker on this? Is it because it's not flush? I don't know. Mine seems pretty flush, except for this fucking... Alright, how about this? I'll put this side on first. I know, I'll do this side. Alright. Gosh, that feels so good. I'm finally done with this shit, dude. Fucking connect these hose. I'm hoping this is it, guys. Hoping this is it. This vacuum hose was in terrible shape. I had to replace it. Maybe that was the issue. Alright. It's all set. I'm gonna torque it down with my wrench. Let's go ahead and do this. Always want to hand tight these guys in first. If you're impatient like me, sometimes you just start out with the fucking power tool, but you really shouldn't, because in my experience, sometimes I even put them in wrong hand tightening it. And so if you're going fast, you might strip the threads of the aluminum housing, and trust me, you don't want that. Fuck that. Right. Maybe I'll learn how to tap and die. Buy a tap and die set. Revisit that chapter. I don't know. Alright, so this is pretty much it, guys. You just hand tight them. The last one. I'm gonna come around with my tool. I'm gonna use my power tool just to loosely fasten them in place, and then I'm gonna top them off with my torque wrench. Okay. All right, all done. Torque these all down to 8.8 pounds, foot-pounds. And I'm kind of sad because I think I overshot 2 or 3 of their strip. That's not really calibrated to go lower than 10, and so I tried my luck with 8. Guess it didn't work this time. Damn, that sucks. Hopefully it's not leaking though, or it's not going to contribute to a leak. Let's go ahead and put the throttle body together, and it should be good. I got the hose back in place. All right. Okay, just installing the throttle body. Already got the mating surface between the new one, and it's in place. Now I'm just gonna torque down these bolts. Hopefully I don't overstrip these. Looks pretty clean, right? Cleaned that shit out like so many fucking times now. All right, anytime you should finish up the finger tightening this. Okay, looks like it's approaching. All right, I'm gonna stop the camera here. All right, everything's back in place, torqued down, connectors are in play, top plug and play from here. Let's go ahead and install this air filter intake component, and then that's it. Let's go ahead and wrap it up, guys. All right, finally, guys, finally getting done with this shit. Got everything connected, replaced what needed to be replaced. Everything's been fastened down. It was not the best job, but it wasn't trash. It definitely should be better than what it was before. I hope. Hopefully it even turns on. But that's what we're gonna find out. Moment of truth. And by the way, I only had 1 extra belt this time. Only had 1 extra bolt. I didn't know where to put it, so I just put it back here. It's not needed right here. It's like a attachment. But it's only 1 extra bolt, so that means I'm efficient, right? No idea where it goes, but we'll see if it turns on. Let's go ahead and get them keys. Oh, and connect the battery. All right, I think all the electronics are in place. All right, that's done. Let's do it. Let's get them keys. Let's see if I cry right now or blow this shit up. I think this might have been a W. All right, guys, let's go. No more engine light. My first time being able to remove the engine light. This is, fuck yeah. And the VTM4 is gone too. All right, let's see how long that remains. Hopefully forever. All right, I'm gonna turn the engine off. Wait, some Taco Bell mama brought me as a reward. Her fixing the family truck. But so gotta do some further repairs, but the major one is out.